Before I start to salute to anyone who doesn't like this show, I respect your opinion. Anyway, let's begin. SpongeBob SquarePants? Wow, this show rocks. This is my number second favorite show of all time. This show is about a sea sponge named SpongeBob who lives in Bikini Bottom in a pineapple under the sea. And he likes to go on awesome adventures with all his friends. This show is amazing for so many reasons. First of all, the animation is really great. Unlike in all the seasons, honestly. And the first one looks good too, it was drawn using cell animation, which I think is really unique. And also, the humor in the show is still hilarious to this very day. Well, the humor is so good, it's on par with like The Simpsons probably. And almost all the characters are really likable and funny, but except for the modern seasons when most of them became really unlikable. For the older seasons and season 10 and 9 and 11 nowadays, they're really nice nowadays. And also, yeah, so this show has great animation, has great characters, and it has great humor. And also, it has a great score soundtrack too. Sometimes I like to go on YouTube and listen to the production music when I'm bored. Now let's talk about the characters. SpongeBob is really awesome. He's my number one favorite character from the show, and he is really funny, and he's really nice to people, and he's really kind and caring, and he likes to go jellyfishing and blow bubbles and go to driving school and work at the Krusty Krab. He also has a snail named he also has a pet snail named Gary, and he's also cool. So SpongeBob is a really nice and great character. Patrick Star is also awesome. He's a really funny and cool character. He was very hilarious in the older seasons, and and all of his lines are still quotable to this very day. And also, he likes to do the same stuff with SpongeBob, except for the driving and Krusty Krab thing. And he lives under a rock. And yeah, and he's SpongeBob's bestest friend in the world. Sandy Cheeks is also really cool. She is one of SpongeBob's best friends too. She is really nice and cool, and she's good at science and karate, and she likes cowboy and cowgirl stuff. Mr. Krabs is SpongeBob's boss, and he's a really great character. He can be funny at times too. Squirrel Tentacles is awesome too. Even though he is grumpy to SpongeBob most of the time, I still think he's a funny character, and he is in lots of internet memes online. And Gary Snow, as I mentioned earlier, is also cute and cool. And Plankton and Karen are great villains. This show is so awesome that it even got 2 movies. The SpongeBob movie and the SpongeBob movie 2. Both these movies are awesome. And in 2020, there's going to be a third one called The SpongeBob Movie, It's a Wonderful Sponge. The show has also had tons of video games, and I like almost all of them except for SpongeBob SquarePants Hero Sponge, I think that's what it's called. And I think that game sucks in my opinion. And I think almost all the characters are great in my opinion. Most of these characters are really funny and likable and enjoyable. But I think the only character that I don't like is Abrasive SpongeBob, but I don't think he really counts though. So overall, SpongeBob is an amazing show, and so is Beavis and Butthead. And my next salute will be on South Park.